You know, it's funny. I dropped the artist dream a long time ago now, and it was back when my life revolved around rock music, and I realised I just couldn't scream like Dave Grohl. It's just the funny part to me is that I can't kill it. I walk down the street strutting, singing, dancing, as if my life is a music video. My music video looks are just the outfits I choose to wear, and I'm not necessarily saying I was born for this, but I was definitely born like this. So it's just who I am, and forget making it for a second and whatever the bloody hell that means these days. I just want to start living my truth again, my full truth, and even for myself, just to show the world who I am again,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look around and I don't see much. Will I ever fall in love? Oh wait, that's not the conundrum. Fallen so many times, just never been picked up. Maybe I will get swept away with you, babe. Maybe I will just know if love finally shows. And we were on the same road, baby, but I got off the wrong stop. Nothing ever gonna get this far together. Then I could come back to your love. Nothing ever gonna stop this world for us. I'll wait for every single bus. If it means it'll all stop, well, I want the pain go. Maybe I will get swept away with you, babe. Maybe I will just know if love will finally show. And we were on the same road, baby, but I got off at the wrong stop. Nothing ever gonna get this far, and I could come back to your love. Nothing ever gonna stop this world for us. I'll wait for every single bus. If it means it'll all stop, well, I want the pain go. Well, I want my fame blow. Well, I want these frames show. The loving that we hold when it's dark and when it's cold. Well, I want my brain know the loving that you show to protect me when I'm low. Will all the pain go?
Sometimes in life, you are gifted those moments so perfect that the thought of them ending, whilst in fact still enjoying them, funnily enough, takes you completely out of the moment, even just for a second. Maybe it's the clothes you're wearing, the street you're walking down, the music in your ears. Or sometimes you get really lucky, and it's all to do with the single person walking by your side, or even arm in arm. It's those moments that make you think you never want life to ever end. Or at the very least, you just don't want to go home.
We can just be right. 'Cause I like all the clothes we wear and how we wear them. We could just take it easy tonight. Love it walking out in the rain with you on my brain. And all in all, baby, up and leaving on. Nothing for us doing what we're feeling on. Conversations flowing, don't even know where we're going. Oh, and I know my thoughts, true love change, but it's different when you're on my brain. And I never wanna go home. I wanna stay out with you all night long. I never wanna go home. I wanna stay here with you and all night long. Yeah, I said keep it coming. I said keep it running like I did when we were laughing on the train. Yeah, I said kiss me so right. I know I finally be a guy. Finally be your guy. Could be my first girlfriend. Yeah, let's manifest it for the right reasons. You could be my new best friend. But that don't mean when I'm not in the room, 'cause I don't wanna go home. Why would I be all alone when I'm walking with you and never no place to go? Whew. Just enjoy getting close and taking my notes. So now I love you just a little bit harder, and how to love you just a little bit more to me, babe. On how to make you feel a little more special. And I hope you know next time I see your face, plan to hold your hand and then look into your eyes. Tell you you're special. Just tell you.
Your first time doing anything is always an experience, a memory. Your first time experiencing something alongside someone else, however, may not always be one you want to remember, at least maybe not all of it, or in the way you experienced, perhaps even how both parties experienced it. However, when you experience something for the first time with someone you're meeting for the first time, the weight, shape, and value of that memory relies solely on believing the truth of the other party's feelings being aligned with your own. Now, that of course only works if you are honest and authentic. something I've never wavered from. But when you're also positive, you experience an exact replica of a memory with someone else. But then in time, or in this case very quickly, show you that actually what you experienced were two completely different memories. And in steps a realization of how important both trust and luck are, no matter what.
There were some things you said to me I never heard, and it hit my ear just like your eyes did at first. Are you leaving this place soon? I said no for many moons. She said, oh, goodbye. She said, thank God. That would just be my love. Was at the moment we fell in love. Even if it's no, it's when my heart kinda stopped. It's where it all went off. It's in the way that when we first met, you hugged me, and you were so excited I could just get over your eyes, and your voice kind of reminded of someone I dreamed of the night. And now I'm right with a smile, and it's been such a while. When I heard that we should do this all the time, and I said, oh baby, I said thank God, 'cause that would just be my love. Was at the moment we fell in love. Oh, oh, even if there's no, it's when my heart kinda stopped. It's when it all went off. Oh, oh, that's when we kinda touched. It's when my heart kinda stopped. When it all went off. Yeah, it's where it all went off. Yeah, thank God. That would just be my love. It's at the moment we fell in love. Leaving if it's not, I know if not, that would just be my love. The moment we fell in love, I know.
It's funny that being cool cannot be measured. Yet, we do it all the time. To others, to ourselves, to characters, to celebrities, to everyone. But, without sounding too cliche, being cool is not being perfect. Sometimes not even close. And I'd argue it's definitely not feeling perfect. I actually believe there is a very strong relationship between being cool and just simply being okay. Okay in a sense of sheer confidence, creating inner and utmost peace. Whilst all of my songs were biographical, sometimes, however, it's good for the art that the finished product is indeed just a sketch, a workings out, a draft, a rehearsal, or even a practice. Because sometimes those are the most rare and the most true. Not worrying about the final, pristine, finished masterpiece. Because no matter how true you are to your own art, even that can become too organised, too neat, perhaps even too manufactured. And art in its purest form, I'd argue, is always unfinished. And to the artist, maybe just okay.
I'm not cool, I'm very much okay. I said I got used to sleeping in the rain. I don't really mind if you are over there. I really like you all over there. The sky, oh, and even when it's lying, I might try to pour these tears I cry for a while. You lie and redirect my life, so I don't end up missing you. So I don't end up missing you. I said I'm not cool, I'm actually just lame. Babe, I quit love when it turned to a game. I don't really mind if you aren't over me. And I really like you all over me. 'Cause you're my sky, oh, but even when it's lying, I might try. All these tears I cry for a while, and I redirect my sight, so I don't end up missing you. So I don't end up missing you. So I don't end up missing you. So I don't end up missing you.
Perhaps you're wondering what Aeon means. Well, in dictionary terms, it means lifetime. Now, what does Aeon mean to me? Well, that's almost an entire story on its own. However, at its core, what Aeon means to me is never missing out on telling stories. Just because you might not have someone to listen to them, great stories should never expire, no matter your audience. And you must always remember to take a moment in telling these stories, not for yourself or even who is to come after you, but for certain those who came before you, those whose stories are now only told by the stars of the midnight sky. And it should always be your duty to tell those stories, so that those stars shine brighter than they ever did before, and that they keep shining forevermore. Now that's what Aeon means to me.